If you've been searching for an honest Mitolyn review, you're probably asking one simple question. Is this weight loss supplement actually worth your money, or is it just another overhyped weight loss product? Today, we're going to break it down in a simple, honest way. We'll look at what Mitolyn is, what it claims to do, the ingredients inside it, the pros, the cons, and the most important things you should know before buying it. This video is educational, not medical advice. And the goal here is not hype. It's to help you make a smarter decision. So let's get into it. Mitolyn is a dietary supplement marketed for people who want help with metabolism, fat burning, and energy support. On its official site, the product is presented as different from stimulant-heavy fat burners because it focuses on mitochondria instead. The company describes mitochondria as the tiny parts inside cells that help turn food and stored fat into usable energy. That's the central idea behind the product. Instead of leading with caffeine, extreme thermogenic claims, or appetite suppressant language, Mitolyn positions itself around supporting healthy mitochondria levels using a proprietary blend of 6 plant-based ingredients. The official site also describes the formula as natural, plant-based, non-GMO, stimulant-free, and non-habit-forming. Now, that sounds interesting from a marketing angle, but the important thing is understanding what that really means for a buyer. In plain English, Mitolyn is being sold as a supplement that may support your body's energy production systems, and by doing that, possibly support weight management efforts too. That does not automatically mean dramatic fat loss for everyone. It means the product is framed around support, not magic. According to the official site, the logic is this: when mitochondrial function is better supported, the body may be better positioned to produce energy efficiently. The site repeatedly connects that concept to calorie burning and fat metabolism. It also cites scientific references tied to ingredient categories such as anthocyanins, astaxanthin, salidroside, Amla, cacao, epicatechin, and Schisandrin-related compounds. That said, there's an important distinction viewers should keep in mind. There's a difference between studies on individual compounds or mechanisms and proof that the finished supplement will produce the same real-world result in every user. That distinction matters a lot in the supplement world. So if you're watching this as a buyer, the healthiest mindset is this: Mitolyn may be a support product, not a guaranteed result product. Your diet, sleep, activity level, consistency, age, stress, and general health still matter. That balanced expectation is important because a lot of disappointment with supplements happens when marketing sounds like certainty, but biology doesn't work that way. Let's go over the 6 ingredients highlighted on the official page. The first is Maqui Berry. The site describes it as an exotic purple fruit rich in anthocyanins and says it supports mitochondria, healthy cholesterol, and heart health. The second is Rhodiola. This is described as an adaptogen with polyphenols like rosavin and salidroside. The official page says it supports mitochondria, mood, stress reduction, and brain health. Third is Haematococcus, a red algae associated on the site with the antioxidant astaxanthin. The product page says this ingredient supports mitochondria, joints, and immune response. Fourth is Amla, which the site describes as a fruit rich in flavonoids, antioxidants, and essential nutrients. It is promoted there for mitochondrial support, digestion support, and vision support. Fifth is Theobroma Cacao. The official page highlights its epicatechin content and says it supports mitochondria and healthy blood pressure. And sixth is Schisandra, described on the site as a red berry rich in antioxidant compounds, promoted there for mitochondrial support, liver health, and skin elasticity. Now here's the key issue. The official site calls this a proprietary blend. That means the exact amount of each individual ingredient is not clearly broken out on the page text we reviewed. For some buyers, that may be a downside because dosage transparency matters when evaluating how strong or meaningful a formula really is. So what are the possible upsides of a formula like this? First, the product is stimulant-free according to the official site. That could make it more appealing to people who do not want the jitters, sleep disruption, rapid heart feeling, or crash that can come with stimulant-based fat burners. Second, it uses a plant-based positioning and leans into antioxidant-rich ingredients. For viewers who prefer a more wellness-style supplement approach, rather than aggressive thermogenic formulas, that may sound more attractive. The site also says the formula is plant-based, soy-free, dairy-free, and non-GMO. Third, the official page frames the product around energy support through cellular pathways, not just appetite suppression. That may resonate with buyers who feel low energy is part of the bigger problem. And fourth, the company includes a 90-day money-back guarantee, which can reduce the perceived risk for first-time buyers. So from a product positioning perspective, Mitolyn's appeal seems strongest for people who are looking for a stimulant-free metabolism support supplement and who are comfortable with a slower, consistency-based approach rather than expecting instant dramatic changes. Now let's talk about the drawbacks, because this is where a real review matters. The first con is marketing intensity. The official site uses bold language around fat loss, metabolism, and dramatic transformation. That kind of language may attract buyers, but it can also create unrealistic expectations. The second con is the proprietary blend issue. When exact ingredient amounts are not clearly itemized in plain view, it becomes harder to assess the formula with confidence. The third con is pricing. The official site lists the pricing as $79 for one bottle, $177 for 3 bottles, and $294 for 6 bottles, with the 6-bottle package marked as the most popular and including free US shipping. For some people, that will feel expensive, especially for a supplement that still depends on consistency and lifestyle support. The fourth caution is the most important one. The official page itself, which you can access in this video description and comment section, advises people who are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or who have a medical condition to consult a physician before use. That disclaimer matters. It means buyers should approach the product responsibly and not treat it like a guaranteed medical solution. Based on the current official site, the recommended usage is 1 capsule daily with a big glass of cold water. The site also recommends using the product for 3 to 6 months, especially for people over 35 or those carrying excess weight, suggesting that the product is intended as a longer-term routine rather than a quick fix supplement. That's another point buyers should think about carefully. If a supplement is designed around consistent use over months, then the real cost is not just the 1 bottle price, it's the full commitment. So before buying, a smart question to ask is, am I prepared to use this consistently while also improving food choices, hydration, sleep, and activity? Because if the answer is no, then even a decent supplement may disappoint you. Mitolyn may be best for people who fit a few specific categories. 1, people who want to avoid stimulant-heavy fat burners. The official page explicitly says the product contains no stimulants. 2, people who like plant-based supplement positioning and are interested in antioxidant and metabolism support ingredients. The official page emphasizes those themes throughout the product description. 3, people who prefer trying a product with a money-back window instead of something with no refund safety net. The site states a 90-day refund policy, but Mitolyn may not be ideal for buyers who want clearly disclosed per-ingredient dosages, instant results, or a low-cost supplement. And it definitely should not be seen as a substitute for professional medical advice or treatment. The site's own disclaimer makes that clear. So, what's the final verdict on this Mitolyn review? Mitolyn appears to be positioned as a stimulant-free, plant-based metabolism support supplement built around 6 featured ingredients tied on its official site to mitochondrial support. The product page also says it is manufactured in the USA, sold in multiple package options, and backed by a 90-day money-back guarantee. That said, there are still important reasons to stay balanced. The formula is marketed with bold promises. The blend is proprietary. The price is on the premium side. So my honest take is this. Mitolyn is worth considering if you want a stimulant-free supplement and you understand that it should be part of a bigger lifestyle plan, not a shortcut. But if you are expecting a miracle pill or fast dramatic change without changing habits, you may be disappointed. The smartest way to approach a product like this is with realistic expectations, consistency, and caution. That's my breakdown of Mitolyn. If this review helped you understand the product more clearly, check the description for the original website of Mitolyn. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to this channel and watch the next video up there.